James Garner holds the Premier League record for defensive contributions in a single game at a staggering 29. Let's see if I can break his record. Defensive contributions include clearances, blocks, interceptions, ball recoveries, and tackles.
Let's do this.
Starting the game off with an interception from a throw-in, and we are off the mark. Followed up by our first ball recovery of the day. I win this header, but it doesn't count as a defensive contribution. So we're still on 2. To quote Gimli, that was a razor-sharp block. And that block gets added to the stats. We're on 3. Following it up with a clearance of a header. Not a big clearance, but it still counts in the stats. And to get us to 5, we have a mixture of a ball recovery and a clearance. But either way, we've got 5 and we're well on our way to 29. Our first tackle of the game brings us to 6. Their keeper must be a buddy of mine because he passes the ball straight to me. A fine interception to make it 7. At any goal kick, you've got to be ready for the second ball. And that's exactly what I am. Pick up the ball recovery. We're on to 8. These stupid poles always get in the way, but they can't hide that tasty tackle. We're on to 9. And a simple header interception brings us to 10. I don't even know how many I get in this game. I know I got about like a Timu and N'Golo Kante, so we'll find out together. Another ball recovery, and we are at 11. And that brings us to half-time. We're going to have to pick up the pace if we want to break James Garner's record of 29. This halftime show is sponsored by absolutely no one! So here's a little bit about me instead. I'm Ryan Sharkey. I went from college runner to amateur footballer to semi-professional footballer. And I'm trying to realise my potential in football, play professionally, and inspire others to pursue what's meaningful to them. And we get the second half rolling with a cheeky double tackle, but we can only count that as 1. And we are on to 12. Ooh. Without delay, we get another tackle and we're on to 13. Another ball recovery, we are on to 14. Let's go. The pole didn't hide my tackle last time, but it partially hides it this time. But I pinky promise I get that tackle. Which brings us to 15. We've just passed the halfway point to James Garner's 29, but we're already well into the second half. Is it still possible? Cheeky tackle brings us to 60. Ball recovery to 70. Another ball recovery to 18. Ooh. Followed by a clearance to 19. We can do this! You've got to believe, lads! And the damn pole blocks another tackle, but on my scout's honour, that was a tackle. I've never been a scout, but trust me, on to 20. Another tackle to 21. Oh, this is getting interesting. I swear I actually don't know how many I get, so I'm excited to see if I do it. I swear, Mr. Pole, you're going to be the death of me. Another tackle, 22. I'm trustworthy, I promise. And a beautiful read for the interception for 23. Covering a left back, I get a block, which brings us to 24. Goal kicks, you gotta be ready for that second ball. Ball recovery, 25. Interception from the throw-in, 26. Followed by a nice little pass, I might add. Boys, we are 3 away. Can we do this? I slip here and I want to stop them from countering, so I take that yellow card for the team. Doesn't count as a defensive contribution, but it should. Still on 26. A block/tackle brings us to 27. We're 2 away. I don't know what to call this. A block, interception, tackle. I don't care. I get a block on the pass, which brings us to 28. 1 away. And another ball recovery brings us to 29. Holy crap. Can we get one more, boys? Ask and you shall receive. With that ball recovery, we get 30 defensive contributions in this game. I swear to God, I didn't know how many I got in this game before I recorded this. I know I cleaned up a good bit, but I didn't think I cleaned up this good. Let's keep going and see how many we get. Another tackle, 31. A ball recovery, 32. And another ball recovery, 33. And this guy takes me out.
How?
And I'm behind the goddamn pole again. You can't really see this one at all, but it was another ball recovery for 34. And that brings us to the end of the game. 34. That's a defensive contribution roughly every 3 minutes. So not bad, big man. I do want to make a note that James Garner did this in the Premier League. There's fewer second balls. So that guy's a goddamn beast. But the question is, could he do it on a wet, windy day at Lisburn Distillery? Probably, to be fair. I've been Ryan Sharkey. See you all next time.